big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 67 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This fielded at the 2.
Come on, let's go! At their own 13-yard line.
Got it. Nice. Smooth. All day, dog. Hey, check my 50. Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Holiday. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
Go
line.
now. 30 base. We own it. We own it. Go. Go. Ready?
From the gun, Holiday. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Holiday under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Rock it. Twist. He's checking.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Holiday into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
I got shoot this side. We got 3. I got 2. Attack. That's the run. Back. Attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I don't need to. I go away.
He may try, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds. Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return, not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Check, look at me. Go, shoot.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now here's Mahomes, flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Mahomes hit, he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Bears take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Bravo! Shit. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Blue Dan. Slam. Check 3. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Holiday. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, rip blitz, rip blitz. Mike 5. We got it. Mike 5. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Working from the gun, Mahomes throwing right, and that's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Right back to him on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes stepping up. He's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
49, check 49, check 49. Hey, yo, go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here at a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and it's Hill again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Watch the team brings up second and Alpha at the 39-yard line.
Ready. Looking to throw on second down. Holiday. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. I'm coming.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Delta. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Rabbit. 7's a Mike. Hey, tight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No problem there on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Hey, Jet.
To throw on second down. Holiday. Open man is lost, complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Holiday. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Complete to Justice Hill. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Now. Look, squeeze. Okay, go.
2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Back to the air on second down. Holiday. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Man up, Pete. Man up, Pete. Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Looking to throw. Holiday. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, it's Hill. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Pilot, 64, quick. 5.
On 3rd down, Holiday gets this one to Hill. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it.
Ready.
No yardage.
91.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Sam off.
You think you gonna get this?
Dude.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
I don't need to.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
Mahomes going to throw. That is caught at the 7.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the Bears' 2-yard line.
15.
Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59. Focus, defense, focus. Mike, check, 59. Check pass.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey!
Mike 50. Watch the curl.
They go play action here on first down. Complete to Bryant. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Hill. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Again, they run with Hill, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He runs.
On 4th down, Holiday. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Yellow.
Defense, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, double tight. Everyone got four down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Seven's a line. Cut.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Mike 7.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check.
Mike 7. Mike.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Escaping the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
You got nothing.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mike 50.
I'll get it.
On 1st and 10, Holiday. They complete it to Hill. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
He was covered by Jackson.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Now,
here we go with Hill. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Go, go.
50, Mike, 50.
Go.
No chance.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Off play action. Holiday steps away to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Weapon.
50. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Holiday. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Safe. Sponge. No.
Hey.
Back to throw. Holiday. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Blue draw Corkers.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Let's go, D. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
On 4th down, Holiday. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Yellow.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's 2nd and 8. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, box drop.
Watch the whip. Check 24.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Holiday flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
15.
Hey, alert 3.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
First down, Rams.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Now Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.